Aim for high score through smart learning, optimum utilization of time, and less stress. Today, we are going to revise the poem The Snake Drawing by WW.E. Ross. Now, in this poem, we all know that mostly snakes are associated with evil, but sometimes with a glimmer of good too. They can be demons or guardians, they can aid or injure. So usually snakes are associated with death, destruction, evil, temptation, deceit, and devil. But snakes can also be associated with healing and or rebirth as it sheds its skin. But humans, they have a notion that snakes are dangerous and they try to kill it as soon as they spot it. So this poem maybe shows the other side of the coin. So maybe humans, they are not the victims, but the snake is. So let's read and find it out. So The Snake Drawing by WW.E. Ross. Now from the title, The Snake Drawing, it seems that the snake is trying to do something. So what is the snake trying to do? Is the snake trying to escape? Is the snake trying to catch its prey? Is the snake trying to bite someone? So from the title, the reader becomes curious to know what the snake is trying to do. So that is the purpose of the title, to make the reader curious and interested. So the poem. The snake trying to escape the pursuing stick with sudden curvings of thin long body. How beautiful and graceful are his shapes. So the poem, it opens with the snake trying to escape a pursuing stick. So this pursuing stick is important. I'll be discussing this phrase. The snake is crawling in sudden curvings of its thin and long body. So since the snake is trying to escape, so it is crawling with sudden curvings of its thin and long body. So curvings obviously here means twisting and turning of the thin long body of the snake. Sudden curvings here means that the snake is trying to run. Run here, it means he's trying to escape. So he's trying to move fast, and therefore he's crawling in a zigzag pattern as fast as it can to hide at some safe place away from danger. And here the danger is the pursuing stick. Now, seeing the snake twisting and wriggling as he moves, the poet finds him beautiful, graceful, and elegant. So this is what the poet says, that how beautiful and graceful are his shapes. So as the snake is trying to escape and is crawling and wriggling fast, the poet finds the shapes of the snake very graceful and elegant. Now the important phrases. Pursuing stick. So pursue, it means to follow or chase. So the above phrase, it indicates that a stick is following the snake. But a stick cannot follow a snake until, of course, it's a magical stick, but it's not. So actually, the stick is in the hand of a person who is chasing the snake. So that means the word pursuing, that is the adjective here for stick, it is used to qualify the word stick. It is not meant for that noun. So this pursuing, actually it is not meant for stick. It is meant for the person who is holding the stick. So because that person is pursuing, not the stick. So that means here this adjective pursue is transferred from the person to the stick. So this adjective is also called epithet. So that means the pursue word from the man, it is transferred to stick, and therefore this literary device is called transferred epithet. So now you understand what is transferred epithet. It is a literary device where the adjective that is qualifying the noun, actually in that sentence it is not qualifying, or it is not used for that noun, it is used for some other noun in that sentence, noun or pronoun in that sentence. So another example for you. She looked at him through concerned eyes. So obviously again, eyes cannot be concerned. This is the person. Here in this case, she. So she is concerned. So she looked at him through concerned eyes. So again, concerned eyes is transferred epithet. Now next expression is how beautiful and graceful are his shapes. So this refers to his body that twists and curls to form fascinating shapes. So body of the snake twists and curls to form fascinating shapes. So literary device in this case again is personification, like it is his shapes. So his is referring to snake. So snake has been personified in the poem. So you can write the example like this and underline his. So therefore it refers, or this is the literary device of personification. Now we come to the next stanza. So he glides through the water away from the stroke. Oh, let him go over the water, into the reeds to hide without hurt. Small and green, he is harmless even to children. So the poet now says that the snake glides through the water. Maybe there's a pond nearby. So to escape the stroke of the pursuing stick, the snake is hurriedly, he's moving and he enters the water body. He glides through the water to escape the stroke of the pursuing stick. He makes a request to the person who is chasing the snake to let him go through the water and hide himself among the reeds without being hurt. So here he says, oh, let him go. So here he is actually the poet. So the poet is requesting the person who is chasing the snake to let the snake go unhurt. So he is saying that let the snake go wherever the snake is going, let him hide somewhere among the reeds without being hurt. Now the poet then further clarifies that this particular snake, which is small and green, is even harmless to children. So the poet wants the man to leave that snake alone as he is not going to harm anyone, not even children. So the important expressions in this stanza, he glides through the water. So the snake effortlessly and smoothly slides through the water to escape. So meaning of glide is move smoothly, softly or effortlessly, sliding. And stroke means blow or hit. So reeds here, into the reeds to hide. So reeds, they are water or marsh plants with thick stem. So since these plants, they are also green. So therefore the snake, it will go and hide among the reeds and it won't be visible then. So the snake escapes to hide among the water plants and it is difficult to notice the snake there because of his green color. So into the reeds to hide. So the snake through the water is gliding smoothly to reach these reeds and to hide there behind these reeds. Now here the literary devices now. So he is harmless even to children. So this is alliteration. So you have to write alliteration like this. You will underline the sound and then you will write her sound is alliterating like this. Now another literary device is enjambment. We've done this in previous poems also. So enjambment, it is the continuation of a sentence without a pause beyond the end of a line, couplet or stanza. Like this in this stanza. So here he glides through the water away from the stroke. So here there is no pause, there is no punctuation mark, there is no pause. So this sentence, this first tense is running into the next. So this is called enjambment. Then again this one from here. Oh, let him go over the water into the reeds to hide without hurt. So till here from oh, let to without hurt, this is all enjambment. So continuation of a sentence without a pause beyond the end of a line, a couplet or a stanza. So you will find enjambment in all the three stanzas of this poem. So I hope enjambment is clear. So we move on now. Now comes the third stanza. Along the sand he lay until observed and chased away, and now he vanishes in the ripples among the green slim reeds. So you notice here this whole stanza, it is enjambment because this is whole one continued line. So in between a comma, a punctuation mark, but it is in between. It's not where the line ends. So therefore this whole stanza is enjambment. So the poet in this stanza says that the snake was lying comfortably on the sand. So along the sand he lay until observed. So till anyone came and noticed that snake, the snake was lying comfortably on the sand. Maybe he was enjoying under the sun or he was basking in the sun until it was observed by man. So when that man saw him, without giving it a thought, the man picked a stick and started chasing him to kill him. So the man did not even try to think or see or check that whether that snake is poisonous or not. So just man took a stick and started chasing the snake. And now the poor snake has vanished into the ripples of the water among the green slim reeds. So the poet now says that now the snake luckily has vanished. It has reached a safe place, has vanished into the ripples of the water among the green slim reeds. So this is the poem. The important expression from the stanza, the green slim reeds. So the reeds are green and slim. Slim here, like thin like the snake. So it will act as a camouflage for the snake. So they are green, slim, thin. So snake is also like that. So snake will easily hide itself among those green reeds. Now this is the important thing here now, the theme. So the poem is based on the insensitivity of man towards nature, in this case animals, particularly snakes. So insensitivity of man towards nature, it is one thing, but in this poem the poet is dealing with animals, particularly snakes. So humans, they have a set notion that all snakes, they are venomous and dangerous. So this is what all humans believe, that snakes are poisonous, they are dangerous and they ought to be killed. We fail to understand that snakes only bite when they are provoked or they find themselves in danger. So nature has its own ways and man should not interfere with it. Actually, we are not in danger because of these innocent animals. These animals are in danger because of us. So it is actually the opposite. We feel that we are in danger because of these animals, but actually these animals, they are in danger. They are losing their habitat because of us. So we have taken over their habitat and forest areas are shrinking because of us. So through the poem, the poet wants us to leave the animals. In this case, he's talking about the snake alone. He urges us to let them live on their own, as every living being has the right to do so. So here man is actually urging everyone to live in harmony with nature. So that is the important and highlighting theme of the poem. It is to live in harmony with nature and even let the animals enjoy their space. Now, what is the message? So, this is the message also. So, through the small, green, and harmless snake in the poem, the poet gives us the message of coexisting with nature. So, coexisting with nature or being in harmony with nature, it's the same thing. So, man must learn to respect nature and its components. By creating an imbalance, we will put ourselves in danger. So all snakes, they are not dangerous, so they must not be harmed. Same is for all animals. So we must not try to conquer nature, but try to create an ideal balance between the two. So this is important, creating an ideal balance between the two. Now, tone of the poem. Now, since it is an appeal, the poet is appealing to everyone to live in harmony. So, therefore, it's a serious appeal. Tone is an appealing tone. And mood of the poem, it is serious and it is reflective because the poet wants the readers to reflect on what they are doing, to think about how they are dealing with nature. So, the mood, it is reflective. When we read the poem, so we become thoughtful. We try to think that what we are doing is wrong. So it's a serious and reflective in mood. Now the self-evaluation test. So this is important. The self-evaluation test, it will allow you to come to know that whether you understood the poem or not. So if you haven't understood the poem, you can go back and listen to the explanation again and then again come back and solve these questions. 30 questions I've given, out of which I think 23 questions, the are one word or one sentence questions which will help you to solve the MCQs. That is a new addition in your question paper. And 7 questions, the 7 questions, they are 30 to 40 word questions. So the answers of this self-evaluation test I'll be putting in the next video, not in this video, so that you can do your test and you can check whether you've understood the poem or not. So these are the questions. I'm not going to read the questions. These are on your screen. You can take your paper or pen or your notebook, whatever, and you can pause here and then you can solve these questions and then move forward. So 30 questions are there in total. So I'm pausing a little on every slide so that you can see the questions and then you can pause again if you want and then move on. I've tried to include each and every type of question. So it's not always necessary that for MCQs you have to have 4 choices only, then you can practice. One word questions, they are as good a practice for MCQs. Here are the questions till 20. So 10 more questions, and if you are able to answer all these 30 questions, your poem is prepared. And do write in the comment box how did you score. So these are till 23 one word or one sentence questions, and then the rest of the 7 questions you have to answer in 30 to 40 words. So these are those 7 questions. You have to answer them in 30 to 40 words. So take your time and answer these questions, and I will be uploading the answers in the next video, and you can check it from there, and obviously you can mark for yourself. And you should be truthful to you, because otherwise you won't come to know where you lack. So I will be preparing a self-evaluation test like this for every chapter and for every poem before your exams. I was a little busy with the CBSE sample paper of Standard 10th, so I've been late in posting the next chapter or next poem for Standard 9th, but I'll try to post the next chapter or the poem, whatever it is, soon. So that's all for today. Do subscribe to my channel, and in the playlist for 9th standard I've included all the chapters and all the grammar and the writing part that I've covered. Give this video a thumbs up and do write in the comment box how helpful did you find it, and also how did you score in the self-evaluation test. You can follow me on Instagram, and on Instagram I keep on updating about my next video. So thank you very much. Bye for now. Do attempt the test and try to do it on your own without taking any help. See you in the next video with answers.